The invisible war for your soul is real, and you are losing it every single day. While you walk through life believing you are safe within the confines of your physical reality, malevolent forces drain your life force, plant foreign thoughts in your mind, and systematically dismantle your spiritual defenses. For over 3 millennia, the Sentinel's Codex has remained hidden, locked away in the archives of those who understood that true power lies not in what you can see, but in what you can shield yourself from. Tonight, that ancient veil is lifted, and you will discover why every spiritual tradition throughout history has emphasized one fundamental truth. Without proper energetic protection, you remain vulnerable to forces that can destroy your peace, your vitality, and your very essence. The lost art of psychic self-defense is not mystical fantasy, but the most practical skill you will ever master. If you seek to reclaim your energetic sovereignty and transform from prey into an impenetrable fortress of light, ensure you subscribe to this channel and activate that notification bell, because what follows will fundamentally alter how you navigate the invisible realms that surround you every moment of your existence. The battlefield you cannot see is the most dangerous one you will ever encounter. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you project creates ripples in the vast ocean of consciousness that connects all beings. Within this interconnected web, your personal energy field serves as both your greatest asset and your most vulnerable point of attack. The Sentinel's Codex reveals that most human beings walk through life with their auric boundaries as porous as tissue paper, completely unaware that they are broadcasting their innermost essence to anyone with the knowledge to receive it. This ancient text, compiled by mystery school initiates who understood the true nature of energetic warfare, identifies 2 primary categories of threats that every conscious being must learn to recognize and defend against. The first category encompasses what the Codex terms unconscious vampirism, a phenomenon so pervasive in modern society that you have almost certainly experienced its effects without recognizing the true source of your sudden fatigue, inexplicable mood shifts, or the feeling of being energetically depleted after certain social interactions. These unconscious energy vampires are not necessarily malicious individuals, but rather people whose personal energy systems have become so compromised that they instinctively seek to restore their vitality by drawing from others. The Codex describes how these individuals operate through what appears to be normal social interaction, but beneath the surface, their depleted auric field creates a powerful suction effect that draws life force from anyone within their proximity. You may recognize this pattern in relationships, where you consistently feel drained after spending time with certain people, or in environments where the collective energy feels heavy, oppressive, or somehow wrong, despite appearing normal on the surface. The second category represents a far more insidious threat: conscious psychic attack. The Sentinel's Codex documents techniques used by those who have learned to weaponize consciousness itself, projecting concentrated streams of negative intention, creating thought forms designed to infiltrate and destabilize their targets, and establishing energetic parasites that continue draining their victims long after the initial attack. These attacks can manifest as sudden onset of anxiety, depression, or confusion that seems to have no logical source, repetitive negative thoughts that feel foreign to your usual mental patterns, chronic nightmares or sleep disturbances, physical symptoms that medical professionals cannot diagnose or effectively treat, and a general sense that your life is under siege by invisible forces working against your highest good. The Codex emphasizes that your aura, the electromagnetic field that extends beyond your physical body, represents your first and most crucial line of defense against both categories of energetic intrusion. This luminous envelope of consciousness typically extends 3 to 6 feet from your physical form under normal circumstances, but can expand much further when you are in states of heightened awareness or contract dramatically when you are experiencing fear, illness, or emotional trauma. Understanding your aura as a dynamic, responsive shield rather than a static energy field marks the beginning of true psychic self-defense mastery. The ancient masters who compiled the Sentinel's Codex understood that effective energetic protection requires both passive and active defensive measures. beginning with what they termed Auric fortification protocols. These foundational techniques create an impenetrable barrier around your personal energy field, while simultaneously raising your vibrational frequency to levels that naturally repel lower vibrational attacks. The first protocol, known as the Sphere of Sovereign Light, involves a specific visualization technique that goes far beyond simple imagination to actually restructure the electromagnetic patterns surrounding your physical form. To engage this protocol, you must first understand that consciousness itself is the ultimate creative force, capable of manifesting tangible changes in the energetic realm through focused intention and precise visualization. Begin by centering yourself in a quiet space where you will not be disturbed, closing your eyes and taking 7 deep breaths to anchor your awareness in the present moment. On the 7th exhale, visualize a brilliant sphere of pure white light beginning to form at the center of your chest, exactly where your heart chakra resides. This light is not merely imagined, but represents the luminous essence of your own divine nature, the indestructible core of consciousness that no external force can ever truly touch or diminish. As you continue breathing rhythmically, see this sphere of light beginning to expand, growing larger and brighter with each breath until it completely encompasses your entire physical body. The Codex specifies that this light must be programmed with specific intentions to maximize its protective properties. As the sphere stabilizes around you, mentally declare with absolute conviction that this barrier is impermeable to all forms of negative energy, psychic intrusion, and energetic parasitism. Visualize the surface of this sphere becoming mirror-like, reflecting any harmful intentions back to their source, while allowing only love, light, and positive energy to pass through in either direction. The most advanced practitioners of this technique learn to maintain this protective sphere throughout their daily activities, refreshing and reinforcing it whenever they encounter potentially draining situations or individuals. The second foundational protocol addresses the critical importance of energetic grounding and centering, techniques that stabilize your personal energy field and make it significantly more difficult for external forces to destabilize or manipulate your consciousness. The Sentinel's Codex describes grounding as the process of establishing a conscious connection with the Earth's electromagnetic field, drawing upon the planet's vast reservoir of stable, nurturing energy to anchor your own auric field in a state of balanced strength. This connection serves multiple protective functions. It provides a constant source of revitalizing energy that makes you less susceptible to vampiric drainage, creates a stable foundation that prevents your energy field from being easily disrupted by external influences, and establishes a direct channel through which negative energies can be safely discharged into the earth for transmutation. The grounding protocol begins with visualization, but extends into actual energetic manipulation that produces measurable effects in your electromagnetic field. Stand or sit with your spine erect, feet planted firmly on the ground or floor, and imagine powerful roots of light extending from the base of your spine and the soles of your feet, penetrating deep into the Earth's core. These roots are not mere fantasy, but represent actual energetic conduits that you are creating through focused intention and sustained visualization. As these roots establish themselves in the planet's electromagnetic field, begin drawing Earth energy up through these channels, feeling it as a warm golden current that flows into your body and fills your entire energy field with stable, grounding vibration. The centering aspect of this protocol involves gathering all scattered aspects of your consciousness and energy back into your core being, preventing the energetic fragmentation that makes you vulnerable to external manipulation. The Codex teaches that throughout each day, portions of your vital force become dispersed through worry about the future, rumination about the past, emotional reactions to external circumstances, and unconscious energy leakage through poor boundary maintenance. Centering reclaims these scattered energies and consolidates them within your protected auric space. Visualize golden light gathering from all directions, drawing back every fragment of your consciousness that has become dispersed, and feel your energy field becoming more concentrated, coherent and powerful as all aspects of your being return to your central core. The third foundational protocol harnesses the power of spoken word and conscious declaration to establish what the Codex terms energetic sovereignty affirmations. These are not mere positive thinking exercises, but actual energetic commands that restructure the vibrational patterns around you and establish clear boundaries that other conscious entities must respect. The ancient masters understood that sound carries tremendous power in the energetic realm, and that declarations made with full conviction and emotional intensity create lasting changes in the fabric of reality itself. The most effective sovereignty affirmations combine absolute certainty with precise language that leaves no room for ambiguity or weakness. The primary sovereignty declaration taught in the Sentinel's Codex states, "I am a sovereign being of light, and my energy belongs to me alone. My auric field is impenetrable to all forms of negativity, manipulation, and energetic parasitism. I reclaim all fragments of my vital force that have been scattered or stolen, and I command all foreign energies to leave my space immediately and permanently. I am protected by the highest forces of light, and I radiate such powerful positive vibration that only love and truth can exist in my presence." This declaration must be spoken aloud with complete conviction, preferably while visualizing your protective sphere of light expanding and strengthening with each word. The Codex emphasizes that these affirmations derive their power not from the words themselves, but from the unwavering certainty and spiritual authority behind them. You must speak these declarations as if you are already the powerful protected being you are affirming yourself to be, not as someone hoping to become protected, but as someone reclaiming their natural state of energetic invulnerability. The frequency and timing of these affirmations significantly impacts their effectiveness, with the most powerful results occurring when they are repeated during the liminal periods of dawn and dusk, when the veil between dimensions is thinnest and consciousness has greater access to the creative forces of the universe. Even with these foundational protections in place, the Sentinel's Codex recognizes that energetic debris can accumulate in your auric field over time, and that unhealthy energetic connections can form with other people, places, or even thought patterns that continue draining your vital force long after the initial contact has ended. This reality necessitates regular energetic hygiene practices that clear accumulated negativity and sever connections that no longer serve your highest good. The ancient masters viewed these cleansing practices as essential maintenance for anyone serious about maintaining optimal energetic health and protection. The first cleansing technique, known as auric sweeping or combing, involves using focused intention and visualization to methodically remove energetic contaminants from every layer of your energy field. This practice begins with the recognition that your aura consists of multiple layers, each corresponding to different aspects of your being. The etheric layer closest to your physical body, the emotional layer that reflects your feeling states, the mental layer that corresponds to your thought patterns, and the spiritual layer that connects you to higher dimensions of consciousness. Negative energies can become lodged in any of these layers, creating distortions that interfere with your natural energy flow and make you more susceptible to future attacks. To perform auric sweeping, begin in a meditative state with your protective sphere of light fully activated. Using your hands or simply your focused intention, imagine yourself slowly and methodically combing through each layer of your aura, starting at the top of your head and working systematically down to your feet. As you move through each section, visualize any dark spots, sticky substances, or discordant energies being dislodged and dissolved by the cleansing light that flows from your intention. Pay particular attention to areas where you have experienced physical pain, emotional trauma, or challenging interactions with others, as these locations often harbor the deepest accumulations of foreign energy. The Codex specifies that this sweeping motion should be accompanied by a specific breathing pattern that enhances the cleansing effect. Inhale deeply while visualizing pure white light filling the area being cleansed. Hold the breath for a count of 4 while seeing this light dissolving any negativity present. Then exhale forcefully while visualizing all dissolved negativity being expelled from your energy field and transmuted into harmless light. This breathing pattern should be repeated for each section of your aura until you feel a sense of clarity and lightness throughout your entire energy field. Sacred smoke and sound cleansing represent additional tools for energetic purification that work through the principle of vibrational transformation. The Sentinel's Codex documents the use of specific plant allies whose smoke carries purifying properties that can neutralize negative energies and restore harmony to disrupted auric fields. White sage, desert sage, Palo Santo and frankincense each possess unique vibrational signatures that address different types of energetic contamination. White sage excels at clearing negative thought forms and psychic debris. Palo Santo specializes in removing emotional residue and restoring joy, while frankincense elevates the vibrational frequency of your entire energy field and establishes connection with higher spiritual realms. The proper use of sacred smoke requires more than simply burning these substances in your vicinity. It demands conscious intention and specific ritual protocols that maximize their purifying effects. Light your chosen plant ally while clearly stating your intention to clear all negative energies from your space and your being. As the smoke begins to rise, use your hands or a feather to direct it over your entire body, starting at the top of your head and working systematically down to your feet. Pay special attention to your chakra points, the palms of your hands, and the soles of your feet, as these areas serve as major entry and exit points for energetic exchange. While the smoke envelops you, visualize it penetrating every layer of your aura and neutralizing any foreign energies that have attached themselves to your field. Sound cleansing operates through the principle that specific frequencies can shatter negative thought forms and restore harmonic balance to your energy field. Tibetan singing bowls, crystal bowls, bells, and even your own voice can serve as powerful tools for energetic purification when used with proper technique and intention. The Codex teaches that certain frequencies naturally dissolve energetic attachments, while others strengthen your auric boundaries. The tone of A at 432 Hz resonates with the Earth's natural frequency and promotes overall energetic harmony, while higher frequencies in the range of 528 Hz and above specifically target and dissolve negative thought forms and psychic attachments. To use sound for energetic cleansing, begin by creating your chosen frequency through singing bowl voice or recorded tone, while maintaining clear intention to purify your energy field. Allow the sound to wash over and through your entire being, visualizing the vibrations penetrating every cell of your body and every layer of your aura. Pay attention to areas where the sound seems to create particular resonance or resistance, as these often indicate locations where energetic clearing is most needed. Continue the sound cleansing until you feel a sense of inner harmony and clarity that indicates the process is complete. Perhaps the most crucial aspect of energetic hygiene involves the identification and severing of unhealthy energetic cords that connect you to people, places, or experiences that continue draining your vital force. The Sentinel's Codex reveals that every significant interaction you have with another person creates an energetic cord that can persist long after the physical interaction has ended. While healthy cords facilitate positive exchange and mutual support, unhealthy cords become conduits through which your energy can be continuously drained or through which negative influences can access your energy field. These energetic cords typically form through emotional intensity, sexual interaction, trauma bonding, or prolonged contact with energy vampires. You can identify the presence of unhealthy cords through several indicators: persistent thoughts about someone that feel intrusive or obsessive, sudden emotional reactions that seem to have no logical source, dreams involving specific individuals that leave you feeling drained upon waking, physical sensations of pulling or heaviness in specific areas of your body, and general feelings that someone is somehow still affecting you despite physical separation. The cord-cutting ritual taught in the Sentinel's Codex provides a powerful method for severing these energetic connections and reclaiming your vital force. This practice requires serious intention and should only be performed when you are certain that maintaining the energetic connection serves no positive purpose in your life. Begin by entering a deeply meditative state within your protective sphere of light, then visualize the person or situation to which you feel unhealthily connected. Without engaging emotionally with the visualization, scan your energy field to identify where you feel the strongest energetic pull or connection to this individual. Most commonly, unhealthy cords attach at the solar plexus chakra, representing issues of power and control, the heart chakra indicating emotional entanglement, or the sacral chakra suggesting sexual or creative energy exchange. Once you have identified the location and nature of the cord, visualize it as clearly as possible, noting its color, thickness, and the sensations it creates in your body. The Codex emphasizes that you must approach this visualization with complete emotional detachment, viewing the cord as simply an energetic structure that no longer serves your highest good, rather than becoming caught up in the emotional associations connected to its origin. With the cord clearly visualized, call upon your highest spiritual guidance for assistance in this severing process, whether that represents guardian angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, or simply your own higher self. Visualize a sword of pure white light appearing in your dominant hand, this blade representing the power of divine truth and your sovereign right to determine your own energetic connections. Raise this sword above the cord while declaring with absolute conviction, "I now sever this cord completely and permanently. I reclaim all of my energy that has flowed through this connection, and I release all foreign energy back to its source with love and forgiveness." This cord is dissolved in the light of divine truth, and no new cord of this nature can form between us. Bring the sword down through the cord with decisive force, visualizing the energetic connection being completely severed and immediately sealed with healing light. As the cord dissolves, see all of your energy that had been flowing through this connection returning to you as pure golden light that strengthens and revitalizes your entire energy field. Simultaneously, visualize any foreign energy that had been flowing into you through this cord returning to its source, transformed into neutral light that cannot harm either you or the other person. Complete the ritual by flooding the area where the cord was attached with healing light and stating, "I'm now completely free of this energetic connection, and I choose to interact with all beings from a place of sovereign choice rather than unconscious entanglement." For those who find themselves facing more persistent or intensive forms of psychic interference, the Sentinel's Codex provides advanced protective techniques that move beyond passive defense into active energetic sovereignty. These methods should only be employed by individuals who have mastered the foundational protocols and who face genuine threats that cannot be resolved through basic shielding and cleansing practices. The first advanced technique, known as the mirror shield, transforms your protective aura into a reflective surface that returns negative energies to their source while teaching valuable lessons about the karmic consequences of psychic attack. The mirror shield operates through the principle that consciousness directed with harmful intent will ultimately rebound upon its sender when it encounters a perfectly reflective barrier. This technique requires exceptional emotional maturity and spiritual development, as it must be implemented without any desire for revenge or harm, but rather as a natural consequence of cosmic law that teaches attackers about the futility and self-destructive nature of directing negative energy toward others. To create a mirror shield, begin with your standard protective sphere of light. Then visualize the outer surface of this sphere becoming perfectly reflective, like a sphere made of the purest silver mirror. As you establish this reflective surface, program it with the intention that any negative energy directed toward you will be reflected back to its source multiplied by 3, not for the purpose of causing harm, but to help the sender understand the full impact of their actions and to motivate them toward more positive choices. The Codex emphasizes that this reflection process must be accompanied by genuine forgiveness and compassion for the attacker, recognizing that anyone who resorts to psychic attack is operating from a place of deep spiritual ignorance and pain. Maintain the visualization of your mirror shield while affirming, "Any negative energy directed toward me is immediately reflected back to its source with triple intensity, serving as a teacher that redirects the sender toward the path of love and light." The second advanced technique involves consciously invoking protection from higher spiritual beings who specialize in energetic defense and spiritual warfare. The Sentinel's Codex recognizes that individual human consciousness, while powerful, sometimes requires reinforcement from beings who operate at higher dimensional frequencies and possess greater knowledge of energetic combat techniques. This invocation must be approached with proper respect, humility, and understanding that such assistance comes with spiritual responsibilities and commitments to living in alignment with higher principles. The invocation process begins with creating sacred space through your foundational protective protocols, then entering a state of deep prayer or meditation in which you open your heart to connection with benevolent spiritual forces. The Codex recommends calling upon Archangel Michael as the primary protector against psychic attack, visualizing his presence as a towering figure of radiant blue and gold light who carries a sword of divine fire capable of cutting through any form of negative energy or dark spiritual influence. Address your invocation with sincere respect. Archangel Michael, I call upon your protection and assistance in defending against all forms of psychic attack and negative spiritual influence. Please surround me with your legions of light warriors and establish an impenetrable barrier of divine fire around my entire being. As you make this invocation, visualize Archangel Michael's presence surrounding you with multiple rings of protective fire that extend far beyond your personal aura, creating a massive sphere of divine light that no negative force can penetrate. See legions of light warriors taking their positions around this protective barrier, each one armed with weapons of pure spiritual fire and completely dedicated to your protection. The Codex emphasizes that this level of protection comes with the responsibility to live in accordance with higher spiritual principles, avoiding actions or thoughts that lower your vibration and potentially compromise the protective barrier that has been established on your behalf. The third advanced technique focuses on maintaining consistently high personal vibration as the ultimate form of psychic self-defense. The Sentinel's Codex teaches that beings operating at sufficiently high vibrational frequencies become naturally immune to most forms of psychic attack, as negative energies cannot penetrate or affect consciousness that resonates at levels significantly above their own frequency range. This principle operates according to the same laws that prevent water from flowing uphill. Lower vibrational attacks simply cannot reach targets that maintain consistently higher states of consciousness. Achieving and maintaining high personal vibration requires a comprehensive lifestyle approach that addresses every aspect of your being: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. The physical component involves consuming pure high-vibration foods such as fresh organic fruits and vegetables, pure water, and avoiding substances that lower your frequency such as alcohol, processed foods, and chemicals. Regular physical exercise, particularly activities that connect you with nature, helps maintain the energetic flow necessary for high vibrational states. Emotional mastery represents perhaps the most crucial aspect of vibrational elevation, as unresolved emotional wounds and reactive patterns create vulnerabilities that psychic attackers can exploit. The Codex emphasizes the importance of developing emotional sovereignty through practices such as forgiveness work, inner child healing, and the cultivation of unconditional love for yourself and others. This does not mean becoming emotionally suppressed or avoiding legitimate feelings, but rather developing the capacity to experience emotions fully while maintaining your center and not allowing external circumstances to destabilize your inner peace. Mental discipline involves training your mind to focus consistently on thoughts and concepts that elevate your consciousness rather than allowing it to dwell in worry, fear, anger, or other lower vibrational mental states. This includes regular meditation practice, studying uplifting spiritual and philosophical materials, surrounding yourself with inspiring people and environments, and developing the ability to redirect your attention quickly when you notice your thoughts moving in negative directions. The spiritual dimension of high vibrational living involves maintaining conscious connection with your highest spiritual understanding, whether that represents connection with divine source, alignment with your soul's purpose, service to others, or dedication to spiritual growth and evolution. Regular spiritual practice, prayer, meditation, and conscious acts of love and service naturally elevate your vibrational frequency and create an energetic signature that repels negative influences while attracting positive experiences and relationships. The Sentinel's Codex concludes its teachings on psychic self-defense with a profound truth that every spiritual warrior must understand. In our current era of increasing energetic density and psychic pollution, the ability to protect your consciousness from negative influences is not a luxury or an interesting spiritual hobby, but an absolute necessity for anyone seeking to maintain their mental clarity, emotional stability, and spiritual evolution. The techniques revealed within this ancient text provide you with a complete arsenal of defensive and offensive capabilities that can transform you from an unconscious victim of energetic predation into a sovereign being who navigates the invisible realms with confidence and power. The investment you make in mastering these protocols will pay dividends in every area of your life, as energetic protection naturally leads to increased vitality, enhanced intuition, greater emotional resilience, improved relationships, and accelerated spiritual development. You will no longer wonder why you feel drained after certain interactions or confused by sudden shifts in your mental and emotional state, because you will possess the knowledge and skills necessary to identify energetic interference and take immediate corrective action. Remember that psychic self-defense is not about living in fear or viewing the world as fundamentally hostile, but rather about claiming your rightful place as a conscious co-creator of reality who refuses to allow external forces to diminish your light or derail your spiritual mission. Every time you successfully defend against negative energy or help another person learn these crucial skills, you contribute to the collective awakening of humanity and help tip the balance in favor of love, light, and conscious evolution. Begin implementing these techniques immediately, starting with the foundational protocols and gradually incorporating the more advanced methods as your skills and confidence develop. Practice these techniques daily until they become as natural and automatic as breathing, because in the invisible war for consciousness that surrounds us every moment, preparation and vigilance represent the difference between spiritual freedom and energetic slavery. Your energy is your most precious resource, and you now possess the ancient wisdom necessary to protect it from all forms of interference and manipulation. Share this crucial knowledge with others who are ready to reclaim their energetic sovereignty, because the Sentinel's Codex was never meant to remain hidden, but to spread throughout the world as humanity awakens to its true spiritual nature and capabilities. Which of these psychic defense techniques resonates most strongly with your current situation, and what changes do you notice when you begin implementing these protective protocols in your daily life? Share your experiences in the comments below, and remember to share this video with anyone who needs to understand the reality of energetic warfare and the tools available for spiritual protection.